Welcome. My name is Jeff Steiner. I'm the Executive Director for the Dad's Resource Center. This is the first in a series of videos that we've developed for people in Centre County who've been served with protection from abuse orders. With us today is Sheriff Bryan Sampsel, who will provide information on what you need to know when you were first served with a protection from abuse order. Prior to being elected sheriff in 2016, he attended the Sheriff's Training Academy at Penn State and also served in the office as a deputy and sergeant for 15 years. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
All right. Let's get started. When you are being served a protection from abuse order by a deputy or police officer, what should you do?
Well, first thing you want to do is let the deputy clearly explain the order to you. They'll cover most of the do's and don'ts of the order. Once that occurs, if you have any questions, ask the deputy the questions, or the police officer, whoever may be serving you. Ask questions you might have. They'll hopefully try to answer as many as they can for you, but they may not be able to answer all of them. But if you have any more questions, I advise you to read the PFA completely, because we're only going to cover, like I said, the do's and don'ts of the order. We don't want to tie you up too long, but if you have questions, we want to answer them. Make sure that you understand the main points of the protection from abuse order, which are generally the no contact rules, the not allowed to be at certain places or her residence or places like that. So there's certain things, the key things of the PFA that really that will probably get you violated if you violate any of part of that order.
Okay. So what does no contact or no third party contact mean?
Okay. Well, no contact means no contact. No contact whatsoever by text message, email, Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, what everyone's using these days on platforms, but Facebook Messenger, emails, phone calls. Third-party contact is don't have your friend call her and on your behalf. Don't call her family and try to get information from them. So third-party contact is no party by any other means. When it says no contact, I just pretend like you have to pretend like they don't exist for 10 days until the hearing.
All right. Now, what happens if the person under the protection of the order or someone on their behalf contacts you?
So if I'm the defendant and I'm contacted by the plaintiff, don't answer the phone. Just if they leave a message, keep it. Don't try to respond to anything. They're allowed to contact you, but you're not allowed to contact them. There's no contact. It's kind of a tricky situation, but I strongly advise you not to answer the phone or have contact with them. Just keep the record that you can bring up in the court.
And again, that applies for social media too.
That applies to everything. All contact is contact.
All right. Now, what if the order allows for contact with children?
It usually specifies in the order how the contacts be made, via email, phone, text message. I strongly advise text message or email, so there's a record of your contact. So if anything's brought up that you violated the order, at least there's a record showing that maybe you didn't violate the order, that the contact was just made as normal it should have been. So I'd advise you, like I said, just to follow the order to a T.
Okay, good. What about personal belongings?
Personal belongings we will have to help you get. We'll try to work through the plaintiff to get you some personal belongings. If we can get you back into the house to get some stuff, we don't give you 2 hours to get your stuff. It's 15-20 minutes to gather some belongings. Or she can gather belongings and maybe meet a mutual friend. There's certain ways we can do it. Ask the deputy police officers. They're generally willing to help you get some stuff, like toiletries, clothing, things you need for the first week, 2 weeks period. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But most of the times we can arrange to get you some clothing and belongings. You're not going to take the couch or going to take all the stuff, but you can get your personal stuff you generally need. So.
Okay. Now, in your years of doing this, what is the biggest mistake or some of the common mistakes that you see people make?
Some of the common mistakes is people think by maybe sending them a pizza or sending them flowers or just saying, oh, I just wanted to say I loved you. That's still a violation. That's contact. When I tell you no contact means no contact. No contact's a violation. It's not. There's never an answer. I didn't know that was a violation. So any contact, anything spelled out in the order is a violation, and you will spend the night in jail, at least one night. They take them very seriously. So I advise you, after the deputy or the police officer reads the order to you, I'd advise you to go back through, read the order, make sure you understand, because there is no exceptions. They take these things very seriously. There's no room for the police officers not to arrest you. It's a domestic situation, so generally you're going to be arrested and spend at least 24 hours in jail.
Yes, they can be very unforgiving.
They can be, yes.
Okay, any other final thoughts?
No, I just, like I said, advise you, read the order. No contact means no contact, and follow the judge's directive in the order.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And helping us out with this.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right. It's very important, if you are served with a protection from abuse order, it can be very emotional. Take a step back, gather your thoughts, get all the information you can, seek legal representation, and most importantly, make sure everyone is safe. Thank you.